Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain a little about community language learning. Before I explain, I will first introduce my name. My name is Anissa. Okay, community language learning. Community language learning is a language teaching approach in which students work together to develop words, aspects of a language they would like to learn. Is it based on the counseling approach in which the teacher asks a counselor and a fresher? Will the learner is seen as a client and collaborator? The community language learning express the sense of community in the learning group. Okay, enough instruction as a village of learning and considered as a property the students' failings and the recording of strategies in language expression. There is no syllabus of textbook to follow, and it's the student terms were determining the content of the lesson by means of mindful comprehension in which they discuss real message, notably in conference translation, transcription, and recording techniques. Okay, next, the community language learning approach was developed by Charles Arthur Kron, a Jewish professor of Philology at Loyola Universitas Chicago, and counseling specialists read to two roles: that of the now teacher and student learner, also the method on the counseling method and respect. To see respect roles and counselor antecedent according to Kern, a counselor as listen you understand list or her own problem better by capturing the essence of the client conquer. The end learning the descent of the cognition in affects understanding the salient and represent in direct yet considered manner. Next, the restart. Restart the counselor learn but why the lens place and what is learning in order to make the express a meaningful one. Often this subscriber role requires greater energy expression than average teacher. The foreign language learning takes according to communities language learning are to apprehend the sound system of the language, a signal for the style, meaning to individualistic units and concept basic grammar. In these three steps, the community language learning remembers the natural approach to language teaching in which a learning is not explained to aspect until has every some basic level to comprehension. There are three stages of development in the method. Number 1, break, strike, feeling of security and blinding as established. 2, as the learning ability improve, the accept a measure of independence from the brain. 3, learning can speak independently. 4, The learning arts course enough to take tests and being construct. And 5. The child becomes and does and becomes the now word. This type of community have received arranged with the experience of educational region for language learning on the web and now have of continent requesting for language learning on the web. Now web of community language learning have come into place with the internet growth and the bulk of social network technologies. This online community language learning and live mode are social network services as English, baby, and live modes that take advantage of the web on information sharing and collaboration tools for which us can help our users to learn language by direct combination of mutual consent of process extensive. When learning a foreign language will in a multi-community, 3 are certain brace that one definition will extended. The reason of this brace is that in language learning will in a multilingual community, narrative and non-active groups will think and read in fact by based on earth of their own core norms. Research shows that students in multicultural and from earth communicated less with those not familiar with this culture. Long-term problem includes that foreign speak will have their own terms of expansion combined into the language narrative to the R, which on marker for our sentence to narrative speaker. Narrative students tend to develop an exclusive attitude toward the non-speak because the feel threatened when they do not understand the foreign language. To introduce the topic, narrative students will usually like and will understand instantly different culture and environment. They introduce induction, identities, and logic that from the early asks the way of express idea, but in written as spoke from, they will have to modify and refine their original identity when the atmosphere environment. She is not easy task question along level to social environment and exclusion will ask for both native and native speaking in community. Okay. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.